Hello, my YouTube family, and welcome back to another reaction. Tonight, we are going to be doing another Weeknd song, and this one is Out of Time. And this is coming from the collection that I'm doing for Redo. And this is another one that she wants me to check out. We have been doing a whole big block of the Weeknd, which has been incredible. He is amazing on so many different levels. Not only, I just started out liking him because his voice was absolutely beautiful, and then now I've been diving in thanks to her dude. She's been explaining a lot of the stuff to me. She doesn't give me hints ahead of time, which is really cool, like, "Oh, expect to find this or expect this." She just lets me kind of explore this on my own, and I might fall flat on my face, or I might find out what he's talking about. Sometimes it's really difficult, and I admit to it ahead of time that I might mess up. I've seen other artists that like review my favorite artist. I'm like, oh, they're way off. But sometimes they hit it. But it's just fun that sometimes that discovery. And sometimes it does mean different things to different people. Even though one thing might think like, oh my gosh, this is all about love. Well, then somebody else might think it's all about something else based on their own personal life and stuff like that and their own experiences. So sometimes in music that can kind of be cool too, that if we all had the same experience, it might not be as fun as us all experiencing something differently. So hey, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe, hit that notification button, leave a comment about what you want me to check out. Do what Radu did. Go down to the description, click on the link to my Patreon channel, head over there, sign up. You can find out what I do in my boring life. No, okay, I'm gonna stop that. My exciting life. Okay. The weekend's been teaching me stuff. Try and be positive. And and over there you can see what I do behind the scenes. We can chat, talk, whatever, and you can request songs that I'll check out. All right. But without further ado, let's get into this one. And this one is Out of Time. Ooh, yeah.
The last few months I've been working on me, baby. There's so much trauma in my life. I've been so cold to the ones who love me, baby.
Let's just stop there for let me just back up. Let's see if I can get those lyrics up on those. Okay. So first of all, love the beginning. He's doing like a real 80s sound. I mean, even the synthesizer sounds like one that you'd get in a karaoke. Looks like he's doing like a karaoke. Do you guys remember? Does anybody like here old enough to remember like in the 80s when that was really cool? You could go to the mall and they would have like those you could go in and record your own music video, and they would be so cheesy because it was like the worst, graphics and that kind of stuff, but you could go in there and record a song. That's kind of what this is kind of reminding me of. Let's just see what I've been so cold to the ones who loved me, baby. I look back now and I realize. Okay, so it sounds like he's going through more of his issues with relationships. So let's just see. Let me just back up a little bit here and see where this goes.
I've been so cold to the ones who love me, baby. I look back now and I realize. Now, remember when I held you? You begged me with your drowning eyes to stay. Now, regret I didn't take you. Now I can't keep you from loving him. You made up your mind. Say I love you, girl, but I'm out of time. Say I'm there for you, but I'm out of time. Say that I care for you, but I'm out of time. Said I'm too late to make you mine. Out of time.
All right. This kind of reminds me too of a happier time in my life too. Like when I was young, living in Orange County, we would go to the Irvine Center, and there, it was like really cool. They had a movie theater, restaurants, and a laugh factory. The comedy clubs and stuff like that. And we would go there, and I mean, it would just be such an active, fun place. You could do stuff like this, do these videos. It's like, you take a date and you take her well, okay, my wonderful date night would be I would take a girl out, I would take her to Benihana's for dinner, and then we'd go afterwards and go hit probably like the Laugh Factory or something like that, catch a comedy show, and then walk around and then maybe go hit like one of the restaurants or something like that and get some appetizers late at night. And that was like, oh gosh, the good times and stuff like that, and I remember even taking my ex-wife and stuff like that, and, even though, like, it sounds like here, she begging me to stay, yeah, unfortunately, she didn't beg me to stay, she found another guy, moved on, um, but yeah, so anyways, let's just back this up I'll back this up a little bit and see where this goes. He's having a great time here with this woman.
Said I'm too late to make you mine at a time. If you mess up just a little, baby, you know my line. If you don't
Out for
trust in a
order,
little,
appetizers.
then come right back, girl, come right back. Give me one chance, just a little. Baby, I'll treat you right. And I love you like I should have loved you all the time. I remember when I held you. You begged me with your drowning eyes to stay again, baby. I regret I didn't tell you. Now I can't keep you from loving him. You made up your mind.
Yeah, and that's one thing too that I try and tell everybody because since I blew my relationship with my ex-wife, is to try and live with no regrets because I have tons of regrets from my marriage and other relationships too. And so I try and help other people not go into the troubles that I do. And so it's like always do your best so you don't have any regrets. And yeah, and that's hard to do sometimes, but just if you try and always treat the person with love and respect and kindness, even if it doesn't work out, at least you've done your best. And but yeah, I have a ton of regrets with my ex-wife and stuff like that. And I wish I could go back, even though I don't want her back now. At the time, if I would have done it right the first time, it probably who knows what it could have been. But yeah, so this is amazing. It's fun watching him. It looks like I said, now that they were having dinner and wine, champagne at that place, and it does. It reminds me of the happier times of having a great time and a great evening. Let me see what else happens here now.
Now I can't keep you from loving him. You made up your mind. Say I love you, girl, but I'm out of time. Say I'm there for you, but I'm out of time. Say that I care for you, but I'm out of time. Said I'm too late to make you mine. Out of time. Ooh, singing out of time. Said I had you to myself, but I'm out of time.
I had you to myself.
Say that I care for you, but I'm out of time. But I'm too late to make you mine. Out of time.
That was a weird little interaction. So he's out of time, and the whole time I've been thinking like, okay, he's trying to get her back, but he's out of time. She moved on with another guy, so she's out of time. But now they did a flashback of him being old, which I found out is the kind of the thing that he does in the transfer through time that he does in his videos where he goes from being old to young and stuff like that. So now he's old and there's blood in the operating room, like he's out of time, like he's dying or something like that. That was weird. Okay, that was a weird little the way the whole music just kinda slowed down and stopped like that. So I'm gonna back it up just a little bit more here. Maybe I'll back it up twice because I wanna see that here's where he's just coming into the operating room or the emergency. Oh.
Don't you dare touch that dial, because like the song says, you are out of time. You're almost there, but don't panic. There's still more music to come before you're completely engulfed in the blissful embrace of that little light you see in the distance. Soon you'll be healed, forgiven, and refreshed, free from all trauma, pain, guilt, and shame. You may even forget your own name. But before you dwell in that house forever, here's 30 minutes of easy listening to some.
Okay, wait a minute. So that Radu mentioned something about Jim Carrey being in the video. That looks like him right there, actually looking at me. And then the voice that kind of hit me. Uh, yeah. So like he's moving towards the light there at the end. Is he dying in this video? Well, what's with the face transplant? Is this like Face Off the movie? That now I'll have to try and figure out the symbolism of the changing the face.
Here's 30 minutes of easy listening to some. On 103.5 Dawn FM.
Wow. That is really cool. Yeah, that had a way different ending than I thought. It kinda added a lot more layers to it really quick. Um, Incredible. Yeah, it's like I said, more of those connections to my life too. Um, it is something weird as I'm getting older too, when I saw my friends and see that everybody's looking much older, you kinda have that thing of, running out of time. I kinda feel like too, I'm getting too old to get into a relationship, um, that I might as well just ride it out from now on is kinda what I've been telling myself. So, yeah, it's very interesting hearing somebody else kinda going through a lot of this trouble too. I'll have to try and figure out maybe I'll look back to I know reduce a big paragraph, several paragraphs on this. Maybe I should go back and look again and see what if she talked about the face transplant. I will have to check that out. Alright, you guys, thank you oh so much. This is wonderful music. Thank you for sticking around and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you later, my YouTube family. Goodbye.